So I told you we had somebody tape a question for you.
Hey, what's up, Josh?
Adrian
Hope all is well,
Peterson.
brother. So I heard that you grew up a huge Vikings fan, and you were a fan of mine. First off, I just want to say, appreciate the love and support, man. You know, it really means a lot. I played the game to add as many fans as possible, and to make sure they enjoyed my craft and remembered it. You know, kind of similar to what you do on the big screen, man. So here's a question I have for you. So, you growing up and being originally from North Dakota, what turned you into a Vikings fan over the Green Bay Packers? And another question I have, what do you think the Vikings need to finally get over that hump and make it to the championship game?
And win the championship game. AP, one of the greats. Wow, that's cool. That's really cool. Well, Adrian Peterson, thank you for that question. Man, he was good. So tough. What made me a Vikings fan over a Packers fan? My mom was actually a big Packers fan. So I guess there could have been a chance I would have been that, but it just never. I think what it was is I used to like the Cowboys as a kid because I was sort of a contrarian. Everybody likes the Vikings. Well, I'm going to like another team, so I picked the Cowboys as a kid.
Troy Aikman was your guy.
Yeah, I love Troy Aikman. He's still maybe my favorite of all time. But then when I moved away half a lifetime ago, or more than a lifetime ago, it was like my connection to home. You know, I took for granted that the Vikings games were always on Sunday here, and then when I left, I had to go find them. And I think it was like that connection to home for me, and then I've just become more and more of a Vikings fan. It's really frustrating because they're always a good team. They're always up there. In fact, I think they're top 10 or 5 all time in winning percentage in the NFL, yet don't have a Super Bowl. And we've had some like brutal, heartbreaking losses in the playoffs. It's just brutal. So I think that there's that. Every year it's like there's hope. This is our year. This is our year. This is our year, and it always ends in some kind of a heartbreak. But I do think that to answer the other part of his question, that the Vikings got a real shot to get there. I mean, maybe this year, because last year we had a great team. I thought our defensive coordinator was not good, and we were, for the first time, we had this winning offense, and suddenly the Vikings defense, which is always good, was terrible. And so now we've got Brian Flores, we've got Kevin O'Connell, we've got Kirk, who I hope does really well. I've become a really big fan of his after watching how cool a guy he is. I feel bad about all the I talked about him for years.
Oh, did you?
Oh, I was so mean to him, and I feel terrible about it. But
has your path ever crossed with his?
No, I've never met him.
Okay.
But it could. It just depends on, did we replace Dalvin Cook? Did we replace some of these D linemen that we lost? We lost some players, and it just depends on whether or not we replaced them.
There you go. So is this the year?
This is always the year. It's always the year until it's not.